Trustees, any other communications or correspondence?
Yes. The topic of discussion is the trailer park on East Hatfield between East Hatfield and Tractor Supply. I just, might as well get some facts out now, because I don't think there's a lot of facts running around town. Let's just talk about it. If you guys know something, let me know. If I know something, I'll let you know. What's going on?
Currently, the proposal has been pulled. They're considering other options. We've had some discussion this week. I'll let Mr. McGowan jump in on this if you want.
Yeah, basically he's pulled it. They attended the last zoning board meeting. Mr. Wax, I'm pronouncing his name wrong, he wasn't here. It was a contingent of property owners that were here. They voiced their concerns. I voiced my concerns. The way they had it presented, he's in violation of a number of fire codes. The roads aren't big enough. There's dead ends. There's, you know, he wants to put these trailers on top of each other. If you have, you know, trailer fire that close, I think you're going to have an inferno. Plus, he was supposed to have a full review of the county zoning, but since he's pulled it, they're not doing their review right now either. So as of right now, there's nothing going on.
Great. Did you get all that?
So
Oh yeah, good.
hopefully,
Just a second to that, well, go ahead.
hopefully he comes back with something better.
I read there was a transfer of property for $100,000 that he purchased.
Yeah, I read that in the paper too. I think that was across the road. That's zoned a whole different, that's residential, I think it's A or B there, I forget, but he would need a zoning approval for that too, because you can only have trailer parks in the village.
We don't have that.
You do, the village does, in residential C, but there's so small sections of residential C in the village. I don't even know where you would, you know, I mean, most of that is already populated, you know what I mean? I think he's just trying to use the property he has. Maybe he'll come up with a better plan. Commercial, which it's already zoned for, maybe he'll put a commercial property in there, which would make sense.
Great, thanks, guys.
You're welcome, sir.
As you know, the process goes to the county. County makes a determination, sends it back local. The local zoning board can concur with the county or rule against it. If the applicant's not satisfied with the local zoning board's decision, they can appeal it to this body, which is why I've been relatively quiet, but I can just say that I see absolutely no value in that proposal for this community. So, other correspondence from the trustees. Closing public comment period. Mr. Gray.
Thank you. I have two questions. One is about the proposal for the trailer park. About 20 years or more than that, I was on a planning committee to rewrite the planning, or the code, actually, a code committee. And at that time, trailers were removed from the code as being permissible. The ones that were in existence were grandfathered. I remember there was one up on North Main. There's some other different places. Now I understand that trailers are still not permitted, but trailer parks are. And I find that a bit of a conundrum in how that happens, or if that is true, that you can't put a trailer on a lot, but you can put a trailer park.
That's true. I concur with everything you just said. And 2 weeks ago when I heard about this project, I said they can't do it because, but the ordinance doesn't quite, it does permit that in the residential C, so.
My second question, there is a large property holder in the village that sued the town and the school district for a reduction in assessment. Even though the village is not named in that lawsuit, it certainly has an impact. As it erodes the tax base, you guys feel the hit for that. Are you aware that the law firm that you hired tonight led the charge on that assessment reduction, which really has a pretty negative impact on the taxpayer?
I was.
You knew that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're giving upwards of possibly $50,000 to a firm that took money out of our pocket, out of your budget, ostensibly by reducing the tax base.
These are two separate issues. We're hiring a firm that our attorney feels best puts us in a position to continue the collective bargaining process we're under.
Okay, so if it doesn't matter that it might be a firm that doesn't have the best interest of the village It's hard.
That's
Like
speculation.
you're making a.
That's
Only representing, definitely. You're talking about a substantial firm here with offices all over the state.
Okay, all right. That's fine.
I don't concur with your position on that. Mr. Patterson?
Yeah.